Oh. She's cute. I love her hair. I really like her makeup. She got a little witchy cup. She's a cutie. I like the Converse. I like the outfit. Oh man, they knew what they were doing with her. She is adorable.
What in the world? Oh! Scuttles, don't scuttle.
Nervous tonight.
You're making me nervous.
Dude, I'm telling you, he did not see that coming. And he's gonna see this coming even less.
Oh my goodness, that's really cute.
Ça va pas désactiver les pinballs, ce serait pas... Ah si. On peut jouer.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that is insane. Look at that.
I hate this place.
Y'all have the potato chips on maybe one of those sodas in the back. Hey, here's your payment. Yeah? Okay. Cool. Thanks. Oh, wait! On a hot dog! If that's all right. Hello? Dude, he took my money? He didn't even serve me my freaking treats, man!
Holy moly, that trailer is good.
Yeah, oh my God.
First time seeing it. Wowzers. Hey, everybody, we're live. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. And for the first time ever, hello, TikTok. They're wondering who this middle-aged old father figure is on the screen. Welcome, TikTok. We love you. And welcome to the stream. We do these for every chapter release, and we hope you'll stick with us for the show today. We have a really great one. I am the community director here, Eric, and
I am community manager Dork, and we're super excited to be welcoming you in. You might have heard me as the voice of TikTok, so it's so good to be on a live stream with you all. And I'm never going to get tired of saying that welcome to the stream, because I love being on the stream so much.
It's so fun, and I'm so glad we get to do them so frequently. So
yeah.
Again, thank you so much for supporting us and supporting these streams. So speaking of supporting the streams, we have a great team of mods that are in our chats. So if you have questions during the show about the content you're seeing, drop your questions in the chat. Our mods will grab them and send them to us here in the studio so we can answer them throughout the show. We'll take little pauses to answer questions. So don't hesitate. But enough of that. I think we should discuss all things Wicked.
Yes, we are especially excited to be talking about today's chapter, as after a slew of really interesting and iconic characters coming into the fog, we now have a brand new original chapter, and it's honestly creepy as hell.
It is creepy as hell, and we love getting to work on these OG homebrewed chapters, and I have loved seeing the reactions from the community who've followed our campaign leading them up to release today. We had a ton of fun, as maybe you noticed, with how we talked about the chapter, how we talked about what you now know as the unknown or new killer. So thank you so much for taking that ride with us. And today we get to take you to launch.
Yeah, so with the launch, you're going to see the unknown, which is the new killer that we know nothing about. Then there's Sable Ward, who is a survivor coming in with a new perk type. And then we get to welcome in the haunting new map, Greenville Square. And we're going to talk about all of that today in today's stream.
That's right. Get comfy. Hopefully you have a chair as comfy as this. I cannot leave it. I am grafted to this at this point. All Things Wicked launches officially at 12 o'clock Eastern Time. If you're not in that time zone, don't worry. It's right at the end of the show. So basically, a little less than an hour, you'll get to play the new chapter. So why not stick with us for the duration until we get there, and just see what you're going to get yourself into in a little less than an hour.
Yeah, and speaking of what you're going to get yourself into, let's go ahead and take a look at the run of show. So first up, we're going to have our creative director, Dave, sit down with our killer designer, Nick, to talk about the gameplay for both Sable Ward and the Unknown, and also some inspirations and insights on how this unique original chapter came to be. Then we're going to move over to Chase, our art director, to walk us through the haunting Greenville Square map and share some details that some players want to look out for. And then we're going to see this all in action with a gameplay showcase with 3 of our Fog Whisperers and a couple of members from our team.
And after that, we're going to be joined by our friend Justin to give you a sneak preview of our newest event that currently no one knows anything about, Blood Moon. That's going to be taking over the Entity's Realm this spring. And then after that, we'll be joined by DBD art director Alicia. She'll be back on the show to talk about the great new cosmetics that are coming in All Things Wicked, but also in Blood Moon, as well as the Slipknot stuff. So get hyped for that. And finally, we'll be back at the end with Dork and I to answer more questions, but also round up the future design updates that we know are around the bend. But before we dive into the full content of the show, one last piece of housekeeping. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome again. But also, we have Twitch drops. Twitch drops are enabled. They're active right now if you've got your account linked to your behavior account. So why don't you tell them what they can get in the drops this time?
So if you are new to Twitch drops, basically your watch time is going to accrue towards earning you some claimables. We've got 3 that are active until March 27th. That being the purple campfire charm, which you can get after watching a full hour, which if you've been with us since today's stream, the start, you're already on your way towards unlocking that one. Then the second is going to be the purple med kit badge, which you can get after 2 additional hours on top of that 1, so 3 total hours. And then 2 hours after that, for a total of 6 hours, you can get the Blood Points banner. Once again, this is until March 27th, and this is from watching any Dead by Daylight stream and the Twitch directory. But talking about completing the set with getting that banner. If you see anything in the Dead by Daylight shop that you've got your eyes on, well, you can look in the right-hand corner and scan the QR code because our spring sale is in full bloom. So definitely make sure to check on over there to see if there's anything you want to get your hands on.
Yes. So, in fact, if you want to model it, this mug is not just a prop. You can get this on pre-order right now in the shop. This is, in fact, Sable's mug from the game. And also, I don't know if they'll be able to catch this, but this is one of the new hoodies with the unknown. Oh, they can? What a great shot. The unknown hoodie is also available in the shop right now, so go fetch it. Thank you. But apart from that, I think we can dive into the show that people have come to tune in for and talk about the creation of all things wicked. So we're going to do a quick transition, and we'll be back with Dave and Nick to talk about that. All right. We are back now for a segment I'm really excited about, joined by two lovely fellows, Nick and Dave. Dave's our creative director. Maybe you recognize him. Nick making a first-time appearance on the stream, one of our killer designers. And we are going to get into the creation of the two new characters that are coming with this chapter. And it's something that I think is really cool about how your jobs work. I couldn't do it. I'm just, I had to sit here and talk. But, you know, the high-level creative, like we work with themes and tone and atmosphere, but then translate that into actual gameplay. So that's what we're going to get into now. And I think what better way to kick it off to throw it to you, Dave, to talk about the themes of All Things Wicked.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when we start working on a new chapter, an original chapter, that is, of course, we look into space that we have not explored yet and where we want to go. So either in gameplay, so some sort of new mechanic we want to introduce, something maybe our fan base have looked into and is requesting, or a subgenre of horror we have not delved into. Could be culture, folklore, story, anything really can go into the creation. And I remember that very early when starting this chapter, we had a one-liner for gameplay. We wanted to do a killer that had to do with, like, a survivor needs to look directly at that killer. That was an important mechanic that we wanted to play with. And also we were looking into analog horror, and we thought that this subgenre of horror was a great fit for that type of gameplay.
So what about analog horror drew you in? What connected for you with that?
Yeah. What we love about analog horror is how cryptic and strange it is. It's very occluded in its information. And, you know, everybody will see that through the unknown. It's also quite intimate in the way it delivers horror. You know, it's all about you, the user, the viewer, looking directly to fear itself in a very visceral way. And also, it's how horror is delivered. It's very sustained. It's stretched.
And so analog horror is really steeped in mood and atmosphere, which is great, but you also have to bring it to a video game and into gameplay. So how does that work?
Yeah, for sure. So it was an incredible challenge for Nick and the team to create something along those lines, those pillars. And for us, what was important is exactly that sustained horror. So this is something new that we wanted to explore. DBD, we're used to the thrilling chase, the jump scare. It's really fast. And we wanted to go more into perception and to see how long we could stretch that horror.
Yeah. So when we started working on the unknown, we really knew early on that our ideas were about playing with the survivor's perception and like creating sort of intimacy between the unknown and the survivors to sort of make that dread like have like different levels to it. We explored a lot of different paths before finally landing on what we did, and it was the right balance of fun mixed with that really analog horror vibe. It was a really tough little thing to balance. And while a lot of stuff changed along the way, we still ended up with a killer that really uses survivors' vision as a clear gameplay element. Because, like Dev said earlier, literally, sometimes the only way to rid yourself of the unknown is by literally facing it head on.
Sounds like we're in another of my therapy sessions, but let's keep it focused on the game. So obviously you're talking about the unknown, our new killer. So what the heck is the unknown?
Yeah, who knows? It's very strange, a very strange creature. We don't know. Even us as dev, it was one of our pillars to make sure that there are no truths about the unknown in the image of all the creature from analog horror. There's no definite explanation, and we want the players to do their own theory craft around it. What we do know is that it still needs an appearance in the game, and we know that it's a hunter, and we know that we wanted to have a creature that mimics human to lure them, but in a terrible way.
Yeah. So for game design, it's usually helpful to have some truths, right? Because things need to exist and be perceived in a way that we can all agree. So the unknown has a main power and a secondary ability. So the main power is called UVX, and it stands for Unknown Venom X. It's essentially a lob projectile.
Is that a trademark moveset?
Yeah, it is
every
now.
time we say it.
Well, yes. If you want to do it with me at home, that's totally cool. And yeah, so the UVX is a lob projectile, and it bounces off surfaces. You can't quite hit survivors directly, but after it bounces, the projectile then expands, and any survivors caught in the blast area becomes infected with the weakened effect. So if you're hit by UVX1 once and you're already weakened, you then start becoming injured. So again, like the first weakened is the sign of danger to come. Survivors can get rid of the effect by looking at the killer for a set amount of time. It's really as simple as that. There's not a lot of extra steps to it. Either you can run away, try and lose the killer, and trying to find it later to look at it, or you have to learn to adapt and look backwards during a chase. That's it. That's all you need to do, really. And for the killer, the cool thing is the more you infect people with weaken, the faster you create these things called hallucinations around the map. Hallucinations are copies of the killer's beautiful body, and the killer can teleport to them at any point.
So, okay. So players can mistake one of these beautiful body hallucinations for the killer itself, which basically means the killer can be all over the map at the same time.
So exactly. So there can be up to 4 hallucinations that can be placed anywhere around the map. The catch is unlike other teleporting killers, it's hard to optimize exactly where to spawn them while hunting down survivors. They spawn at regular intervals on a set timer, and when the timer is done, you leave them behind without interruptions at the exact moment where you were. So it's kind of cool as well, right? You don't really need to press any buttons. It just kind of happens. And then the unknown can teleport to any of those hallucinations and travel to them very quick. In fact, it's near instantaneous. That's actually what was really fun, is because the teleport has limitations to placement, we could then make it extremely quick and pay off. And of course, the survivors can destroy the hallucinations and limit the killer's power in that way.
Going back to what Dave said about themes, starting with the theme, another thing that I think is really cool about the way the team works is the perks are not an afterthought. They're built with these themes in mind as well, and that's the case with the unknown, right?
Yep, the perks are unbelievable. So the unknown has 3 wonderful perks. So the first one is Unbound, and that's really about like the fantasy of the monster that has stalked its prey and finally sort of reveals itself and gets first blood, and then like with that dread established, like uses that to get. So when you have Unbound equipped, you injure a survivor, and then the next vault you do is going to give you some haste for a limited amount of time to help you get that down and put that survivor on a hook. The second perk is Unforeseen, and that really plays with the idea that in analog horror, technology is unreliable and like a source of misdirection. So what Unforeseen allows you to do is to kick and damage a generator, but it transfers your terror radius to that generator and makes you undetectable for a limited time. So you get like the 1-2 combo of becoming stealthy but confusing survivors around what their key objectives. And lastly, the last perk is Undone. It's all about the paranoia and how the unknown feeds off fear. So if survivors panic, because they should, it's a very scary killer, and start missing skill checks, the unknown turns that into a resource for the perk. And the next time you regress a generator, it will regress it more and lock it down for a set amount of time.
So cool, and it should be said, whoever named those should get like extra bonus points because the negative bonus points for you for stealing my unbelievable joke, because I was gonna say that, but they are unbelievable perks. Thank you, Nick. So that's the killer, that's the unknown, but we haven't even mentioned the new survivor also coming in the chapter, Sable. So why don't you tell us about Sable, Dave?
Yeah, Sable, she's cool. She's great.
She's very cool.
Yeah. To talk about her concept, we need to go back to Michaela, actually. So, when we created Michaela, we kind of did a love letter to our community. She represented our community and what our community loves. And they resonated super well to that. So we wanted to do it again. That love is addictive. And we also wanted to go back to universe of previous character. That was already in the plans. Like, instead of creating more and more universes, new ones, we wanted to go back and go more in depth. So these two things come together. Sable was created. And we wanted to make sure that both characters shared a lot in common, but that they would also be distinct and be their own archetype of a character. And so, they both love horror, they both love dark things, and they're a little bit magical, both of them, but they're also different.
Yeah, so gameplay-wise, Michaela and Sable share a lot of commonalities, but Sable's power, they come from a darker place. Michaela has boons, so when we started working on Sable, we tried to figure out, how her power could manifest in its own unique way. And so we decided that she was interesting in making darker deals. So boons have a certain aesthetic element to them, and Michaela leverages that beautifully. But with Sable, we thought that making dark deals meant that her perks could be centered around the basement, obviously one of the darkest places to be on any map in Dead by Daylight.
And in my house. It's terrifying. Do not like going down there.
Yes. Sable has 3 wonderful new perks. So our first perk is Invocation, Weaving Spiders, which is a new perk that fits right with her. So Sable has to put herself at risk and spend time in the basement performing a long channeling interaction. Survivors can help speed that up. And once that's completed, the payoff is that it reduces the repair requirement for every unfinished generator in the trial at once. But it comes at a cost. The person who started Invocation becomes injured and broken for the rest of the trial. So it's a huge advantage. You get to affect the map at once, but you're going to have to figure out when is the right time to do that. Sable's second perk is Strength in Shadows. It lets you self-heal without the med kit. Everyone loves that, but the offset is that it's restricted to the basement. Sorry, it's self-care, but it's faster and only slightly more dangerous. It's a great example of Sable taking something bad, like going to the basement, and then saying, you know what, there's potential there. Let's do something good out of that. And her last perk is Wicked. It's super interesting. Sable's extremely resilient, so when she's hooked in the basement, she just goes, nope, and just unhooks herself. Nope. She can just unhook herself as many times as she wants. And then once she unhooks herself, or she gets unhooked by another survivor, or she sees the killer aura for a limited time and can carry on with the rest of the trial. It's a great twist because if the killer doesn't know, then that could swing a match in the survivor's favor at the last minute.
I love that. So while you're getting into some specifics, how about some tips for playing as and against?
Sure, of course. So as the unknown, one of the best tips I can give is you're not a stealth killer, but you need to figure out when you do not want to be seen by a survivor during a chase. You have a range power, your power infects survivors and forces them to look at you, so don't be afraid to pull back and threaten injuries at range, or close in and try to injury with your melee weapon. You have a lot of flexibility to how you can chase survivors. If you figure out the timing of your hallucinations, you can really start having huge map advantages if you know when to break chase, when to not look for survivors. Then that will really level up your game. And lastly, the projectile is worth mentioning again. It bounces and ricochets off surfaces. If you master that and combine that with map knowledge, you can get really creative and hit survivors without vision. So it's a huge advantage. So when you're playing against the unknown, one of the things you can do is look backwards. It's the way to master facing the unknown. If you learn to look behind from time to time, that's the secret.
It's like that Oasis song.
Yes. I know that reference.
Clearly.
Yes. Love Oasis. And also,
keep going.
Yeah. Love Oasis. And so you can destroy hallucinations, and you should, because it really cuts down the unknown's power. Please destroy the hallucinations next to generators. Do it for me. Just do it for me. Don't hesitate. Destroy those hallucinations. And lastly, be stealthy. When you're a survivor and you decide to commit to a chase against the unknown, it's a lot to handle. There's a projectile, the bounces, the blast area, the teleports. So, try to always engage with the unknown on your own terms. That's the tips.
That is the tips.
On top of all of that, have fun, experiment. That's what's cool about DBD. There's a lot of mix and match happening. There's a lot of things to discover. And also, if you face the unknown during the day, don't look under your bed after midnight.
Wow. A gameplay tip I was not expecting. Thank you, Dave. But for real, thank you, Dave and Nick, both of you for joining us. This was super fun, super interesting. Good job on your first time on the couch.
Thank you.
Hopefully we have a new fan favorite, Dev, as well. But yeah, thanks so much. And we're going to jump to the one thing we haven't talked about that's also a big part of this chapter, the new map. So we're going to do a quick transition, switch some mics, and we'll be back with our art director, Chase, to talk about Greenville Square. So
all right.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah.
All right, I mentioned we have to do a little mic swap, so to cover, because it's a live show, to cover Dork's back out here, we're going to see if there's any questions we can address from the chat. I do see a note that there were some technical difficulties during that first segment, apparently, so thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully I didn't cause those, because I'm kind of unlucky when it comes to technology. So thank you for sticking with us, everybody. And, just as another reminder, whether you're watching on TikTok, again, hello, YouTube, or Twitch, thank you for being here. It means a lot to us. We put a lot of work into these shows, but also it's nice to have this moment to share information with our community. But I see we have a couple questions. First one being, why is Sable's mug sold out in the Dead by Daylight shop?
It's actually just not available just yet, but you can sign up for a notification for when it is. And a reminder, this is Sable's mug, if you're interested in bringing a little bit of Sable into your life.
Nice.
And it doesn't do incantations or anything, but...
But if you know how to do them,
yeah.
I guess you could make it
Invocation of caffeine.
Yeah. Our next question, can you use Wicked to unhook yourself in the second hook stage?
No, you can only unhook yourself during the first hook stage progress. However, the secondary effect of being able to see the killer's aura activates on any unhook, not just basement ones.
Bam. Answered. I'm being told to show off my sweatshirt again, so I'll do that. This is in the shop right now. This is the unknown hoodie, vintage hoodie, I think it's called specifically.
Retro.
Retro. That's a better word than vintage, isn't it? But look at that. Look at the creepiness. I love it. In the sleeves, too. I also specifically, I love the sleeves. Both have printing on them as well.
Yeah,
nice
I love
touch.
just seeing that sable
Right?
on there.
Right?
Nice,
Just
great.
always hanging out with me. Cool. So I think we've hopefully killed enough time for the mics to be switched.
Yeah.
So yeah, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, so just a reminder for everyone watching on Twitch, remember we do have those Twitch drops enabled until March 27th. Once again, that is the purple campfire charm, the purple medkit badge, and then the blood points banner. That's until March 27th. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at the new Haunting Greenville Square map, which our art team has done an amazing job at, and we just really want to dive into every detail that we've got there. So we're going to welcome Chase onto the couch to give everyone a bit more insight into how that came about.
All right, thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We are back now with another first-timer for the stream, Chase, one of our art directors on DBD, here to talk about the beautiful, wonderful new map that's coming in All Things Wicked, Greenville Square. How are you doing? Welcome.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, we're very happy to have you. So I absolutely love this map. I feel like it speaks to me specifically. I'm a big movie nerd. It is a movie theater.
Yes, it
but maybe some folks aren't aware it's specifically modeled as a 90s movie theater.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the map?
Yeah, I mean, Greenville Square is a lot of fun to work on. It is, like you said, it's modeled after like a 90s era movie theater. We really wanted to kind of hit that middle America feel. As you know, like this part of the entity's realm is modeled after middle America, like everywhere but nowhere at the same time. We were really leaning into the memories of the 90s. Like that's for a lot of us, like we recognize going to the movies with the 90s.
I could have used you a few minutes ago when I made an Oasis reference.
Oh,
that
geez.
went dead, died.
Crickets, just crickets.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's. But speaking of Oasis, we're going to lean into nostalgia for this one. It's we're going right into the 90s.
So if it leans into nostalgia, what was that process like with your team? Was it really fun? Did everyone kind of just tell us about how you approached building that?
Yeah, so much fun working with the team on this. Everybody has their own experiences with going to the movies. We tend to have an idea of what we'd like to achieve, but then we kind of work from the playability. Of course, this is a game, so we have to consider all the spaces. So when you have a theater, you kind of deconstruct all the different rooms. So we have the lobby concession, we have the arcade, the bathrooms upstairs, screening room, projector room, and then all the outside space. So it's a lot of parts that you want to kind of pull apart and then fix back together to make the most enjoyable space to play. Yeah, this is how we staged everything with our collective nostalgia.
Right. So you mentioned you got a team from all over the place. So did they each remember theaters differently growing up?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody had their input from people that we have on our team from South America. I'm from Western Canada, so I'm used to like Prairie Town style theaters, and then obviously here in Quebec. So everybody brought their own kind of flavor that they wanted to kind of see represented. And then the best things that we agreed on, of course, were that funky 90s decor, fantastic rugs, the carpets, and then overpriced hot dogs.
The moment that it clicked for me was when I saw the carpet. It's so perfect, and it's so like in the back of my sense memory. I didn't even have to like, yes, I'm there.
Spent a lot of time on the carpet.
I can smell that carpet.
Yeah, you can feel it on your feet.
Yeah, exactly. So good job to you and the team on that. But that's what I love about what the art team does with our maps. They get to plant these little details, and maybe more so than any in this particular map. There's a ton of little details. So what are some of the things that you'd like to call out that are in there?
Yeah, I mean, details right on the nose. Like we had so much fun working on the different areas. For me specifically, the arcade was a really big one. I'm a big fan of arcades, even going to them at those theaters.
Yeah.
You know, we have that hybridization of arcade and horror. So like all of the artists had an idea to hybridize the two. So we have a really interesting space there. Going around the theater, you'll see lots of movie posters. We have the entity's presence as well. We really wanted to kind of bring what we've already known as the entity's presence into this map by kind of having this melted celluloid look to it, so that when you look around and you see all these kind of melty looking holes, like that was the idea behind it.
That's so cool. And I think going along with that celluloid bit is the projection room is maybe one of the coolest spots of the whole map. Want to talk about the projection room a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is kind of where the film nerds want to go.
Yeah.
This is concentrated lore and story. This is where you're going to see all the really behind the scenes like movie theater stuff. Like this is where we have like the vintage posters, possibly like teasing out new games. We have an old school projector that's hooked up to the generator. Hit that generator, it turns on the projector, and then we see even more Easter eggs. The entity's presence in that room specifically is also really cool. Like having that drop down, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I love those touches, especially like you said, the Easter eggs to other games maybe within this universe. Very cool. But again, there's so many details. Anything else you kind of want to call out before we wrap up?
Yeah. I mean, we had so much fun. Specifically, the lighting. Horror movies, the horror genre is very lighting heavy because you build a lot of mood and ambience with that. So you move around the map and you're going to see specific lighting scenarios. So you move outside the theater, you're going to have the parking lot. The parking lot, we have cars lights on, illuminating that area, and then you move into the green space. You're going to have the statue out there, kind of teasing some more lore, having some history there, some Easter eggs located in that area potentially, and then moving out to the fence. I mean, like we even have some floating cars outside of that with light posts and trees kind of floating in midair. This is kind of to signify this is kind of like where the edge of the consciousness of the entity. So it's it was a lot of fun. Just lots of things kind of placed throughout the map that don't feel like they belong there, which is kind of like on theme. And just to remind the players that this isn't your reality. This is a construct. This is created for you.
And I love that concept of like playing with how the entity's perception of all this stuff works. It's super cool. So great job to you and the team. I think people at home would share that opinion. It's really looking great. And thank you for joining us, by the way. Great job.
Yeah,
First time done. Hopefully you'll come back next time you get another map to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But I mentioned it before, but we're actually going to have a gameplay segment now to show it off in action, show Sable off and the Unknown as well, kind of tie it all together. We've got a couple of our devs and a few of our fog whisperers to play through it. So that's what we're going to head to right now. But Chase, thank you one more time for joining us.
Thanks
it was
so
awesome.
much. Yep.
All right, let's check that out.
Hey everyone, welcome to the gameplay portion of the stream. I'm Peanuts, one of the community managers on Dead by Daylight. Today we'll be trying out the brand new All Things Wicked chapter. I'm joined by a few guests, and we're going to go down the list and meet them now. So first up, joining me for the second time, we have Jessie.
I'm very happy to be with all of you again, and I hope you'll enjoy the live.
Welcome back, Jessie.
Thank you.
Next, we have three wonderful Fog Whispers joining us. So the first one is Wholesam.
Hi, I'm Wholesam. I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wholesam, and I'm the best Dead by Daylight player in this house.
It is true. Thank you for joining us. And next up, we have Lily Pie.
Hey everybody, I'm Lily Pie, also call me Lil. Of course, I'm a Dead by Daylight Fog Whisperer, but I'm also a full-time content creator who's really into cosplay, art, and fitness.
Welcome on in. And last but certainly not least, we are joined by King.
Hi, my name is King. I'm a Fog Whisperer for Dead by Daylight, full-time Twitch streamer and YouTube streamer and game show host.
Welcome, King. Welcome, everybody. So our match is about to begin. To get you up to speed real quick, Jesse's going to be our killer today, and the rest of us will be surviving, hopefully. Maybe not all of us. Some of us might die after trying to go for a head-on. While we wait, who here has had a chance to go against the unknown on the PTB, or even face off against him?
Of course, me.
A couple times.
I have not.
He is scary. I'm so terrified.
I hate it in the best way.
Yep.
Okay, we're loading
Alrighty.
in here.
This add-on, Miss Jessie.
Oh, the map
Is
is
that
so
you? Is that a girl?
beautiful.
That's
I
you.
do love the map.
Not the 2-for-1 special.
That was a nice shot.
Jesus.
Oh, hello. Go for her. Thank you. Oh, never mind.
Oh, wow.
God. That was so
She likes me
fast.
better. Women supporting women. Let's go.
Oh my god, it is Women's History Month.
Yes.
It's okay.
Oh.
I understand. Bye.
Ooh, don't like that noise. I don't like that noise.
He's got no terror radius when he goes to one of those things.
Oh, when they TP?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Is that a
I'm gonna
default
die.
thing?
It's the enforcing work on the pizza.
Get
Why?
it together.
I
believe that
know.
happened because they kicked a generator with one of their new perks.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Ah.
why
Where's
is my
the music so intense?
Yeah, so that's the new perk. So when they kicked the generator here, it transferred the terror radius onto this generator, and now I'm hearing it next to the hook, even though they teleported away long ago.
Oh, how neat.
wow.
I was actually so confuzzled.
I thought this was supposed to be a friendly match.
I mean, we're not here.
Jessie is she's on it.
We can't leave King on hook.
Oh, right.
Can't
Oh my god, that's a like it's an afterthought.
No, of course, all of us want to keep each other alive.
Oh my gosh, she got me.
She's warmed up. Oh no.
Please.
She's out for blood.
I didn't get it.
Is there a friend nearby? I'm scared.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm scared.
Don't worry, guys. I'm just doing
Oh,
some
no, not the flies.
exercises on the hook.
That's because you're stinky. Stinky McMain.
Wow. Oh my god, there's a cockroach on the floor.
Where?
I don't
We have to
see any
save
blue stations
Lily.
here.
Am I
We
dumb?
do.
Where? Oh,
No,
she's
I'm on hook. I'm fine now.
Yeah.
I am
Well,
dumb. My
cockroach should be,
bad.
like the least of our concerns right now. Hello, like we're being chased by some sort of government expert. Y'all are worried about a cockroach? Hello.
All right, team 5 gens, we got this.
No, we're
Strong
good. Still
5 gens,
winnable.
3 stages. Sam, I'm gonna be real. You're huffing copium.
We
Jessie's really good.
Oh, she's
is
really
really good.
good. Sorry.
What is
You
this?
Scared?
What is this?
Oh.
I don't want a
so
part of
undone.
this. Penis, why would you Don't do this to me.
See, in my defense, I was not being chased. I'm a victim of circumstance here. Like, there's nothing going on. I was just walking in, and the killer also walked in.
Dude, she's too good.
I've been sitting here waiting for a head-on, but then I realized that I'm not actually hearing the killer's tear radius. I'm hearing it on the generator.
Oh.
Oh no.
If we die, it's because I've just been sitting in a generator for a while, or a locker for a while.
Oh my god,
solo
Sam!
shooter.
I had to do it for you. Oh my god. Maybe I'll let the oomphy pass. Take the hit. Thank you. Thank you.
She's so kind for not chasing after me because I would go down in like 2 seconds.
Dude, she's too good. Yo.
Hypothetically, does anybody know where the
Thank
basement
God.
Hypothetically speaking, it is in Maine.
I think
Okay.
it's
Dang.
either in Maine or basement. Don't quote me.
Jesus Christ, hallelujah. You guys don't understand what I just went through.
Put us through it. Tell us what happened.
Okay, smash hit parental guidance. My go-to combo. Yes, ma'am. Oh my god.
I
Save
have those
me.
2 perks on. I don't know what it is. I think in the test match we did before, we were running the same perks as well.
Okay.
Go on.
Now wait a minute.
Oh my god. I have the captions. It's like, come here. I'm okay.
No, 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 no.
Oh, thank God, it's your problem now.
She kicked my generator. I'm taking that part. Oh no!
Oh no.
You're over there now.
Oh, jeez. Hello.
I hear you in there, King.
You see me?
No, I hear you.
Oh.
I feel like this
Thought
killer
you were,
might
like,
just be
prying through the window.
misunderstood. I just want to say it's rude in case you didn't know to hit people.
Oh, the moist spit. The moist sound he made. No, thank you.
The unknown just has allergies like everybody else.
Real me right now.
That was a scary noise.
All right, things are looking up. Things are looking up. We're getting there.
I hope so.
She's a knower. Get away from me, lady.
Oh my god, I thought you were the unknown.
Why? What are you trying to say?
You look stinky.
Ma'am?
Wait, I'm big brain. No,
I forgot about the palette animation.
What are you doing?
Oh, you want me to? You want
Yeah,
me to?
you do.
Oh.
You're already infected.
I thought you wanted to like. Okay, never mind. I thought you wanted to like find the basement and do the other thing to finish it.
Oh.
Just for style, because that would be incredibly impractical. But you know.
No, I was informed it was not here.
Hello.
You guys.
And they were right. No.
Good job, Miss Jessie.
You know what? Yeah, okay, I'll
Do we want to make a detour to the basement real quick?
Yeah.
We can.
Okay.
I can't really help, but oh no, I think
Yeah,
I
you can.
Wait a minute.
All in.
Wait, the theater
Really?
is
You
playing
got this,
stuff.
right?
Wait, the theater is playing stuff. I'm sorry, I'm now distracted.
Oh wait, everyone get a ticket to the movies. Let's go. Ticket to the movies.
Hello.
Uh-oh. No.
You did not pay to get in.
I
did
didn't.
not have your ticket.
You didn't have my ticket on me. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Ow.
I'll snitch on him if you don't pick me up. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Heck it, we ball. Heck it, we ball. King, get over here.
King.
We
Oh, let's get
ball.
it.
We don't ball. No.
Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Oh, the power of
Let's go. Let's go.
The power
No
of friendship.
way. Oh my god. Dude, no way. I should be
I can't believe we did that.
Oh my god, thank you.
Miss
Well,
Jessie,
time
you're
to do nothing.
scaring me.
Oh.
Oh, who's this?
No
Hello, I hear
way.
somebody. Hello.
I see you. Hi.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, we're down to 1 gen. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize.
I still gotta make a detour to the basement at some point. Just no reason.
Yeah, just for hypotheticals.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
What the? She has nurses. There's
That
no
was
way.
pretty
There's no way. Leave me alone.
No, I have chili.
No, the arcade machines.
I love how I can hear that from outside.
Hey, you got you. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank
Oh,
you.
no.
Now where are you going?
Oh,
Hey, do you have a flashlight? Hey, do you have a flashlight?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Oh,
gonna
you think
say
what I'm
if-
thinking?
I was thinking of that. Like, if she was gonna continue coming to this hook, boom.
Uh-oh, that's a rock. I'm learning.
hello, friend. I gotta make a quick step.
Background player is crazy. Oh my goodness.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Oh hey.
Hi.
Oh my god. Hey.
Oh my goodness, everybody's around waiting for the save
It
right now.
smells.
You definitely.
It smells.
Smells crazy
good.
in
Well, then
here.
get out of here. Pu.
She totally didn't see me.
So,
How you doing? Ooh, she's so much in danger. I gotta go. I gotta go. You
Yeah.
finish that.
I'll see you later.
I like that you
I'll see
can
you
finish
later.
that. Do you have the perk?
Yeah, that's so cool. I do not know.
Oh, that's cool. I can pass it off to you. Will I get broken or will you get broken?
You will. You
Oh, I will for sure.
Mhm.
That's kind of
Yeah, it's the
cool.
person who started it.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh my god, don't kill Oomph. Dang, that's taking a while. That's taking a while by yourself.
Yeah.
Darn.
Almost there.
Nice.
No.
Nice
Don't worry, I'm the
job.
typical solo queue in the basement.
Oh my god.
And now I'm self-carrying.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Not that.
I feel like something bad is happening right now.
This is so cinematic. Don't worry, guys. I'm just getting vaporized.
Is there... I'm just looking around. Okay, we're good. No more stations.
Wow. That was sick.
Oh, I will commit. Are we committing? Are we committing? I'm committing. Oh, I
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
I know it.
Oh, me?
So the add-on that makes us weakened when we complete the gen, just killed
I got
us.
you.
Wow.
The timing was
really good
fantastic.
add-on.
That was beautiful.
So lesson learned: do not commit.
Come.
I got you. We gotta go. We gotta go. We
Gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta
Alright,
go.
I'm
We
just gonna
gotta
go get
for real.
vaporized real quick. Don't mind me.
Like goodbye.
Wow.
So happy looking.
Where's the door?
Do
you think
it's
he knows?
like it's in the basement.
An answer to everything.
I hope the killer doesn't
Wait,
go
turn
to
around,
the
turn around,
basement
turn
and
around.
stop you from opening that gate.
Wait, turn around, come back.
Oh!
Is she not here?
Yeah.
I really didn't know.
Can you please take my corpse?
Where you go to the
What?
basement?
Somebody
I know.
on the ship.
It's just vapor.
You take your
It's just
core.
us.
Oh, where? Oh, right here.
There should be like a shoe
I
or
found
something left. I
a
swear.
shoe. I gotta go. R.I.P. Oomphy.
Yeah, I gotta go. We got to go. Alright, I want the late game points from the self-care.
Points in the custom game.
Wow,
all right.
GG's.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for joining me. For everybody watching at home, if you want to see more from these Fog Whispers, be sure to give them a follow. We're going to have their links in the chat if it's not already there. In the meantime, we need to keep the show on the road, so let's send things back to Dork and Justin on the couch, where we'll learn more about the upcoming Blood Moon events. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, I am not Justin.
I'm not. Well, I know I am.
You are.
Hold on.
Thanks, Peanuts. Very fun. Really quickly, we wanted to answer some more questions from chat and then keep the show rolling along because we're getting close to 12 already. So, of course, people ask this. Will the unknown have a shirtless skin?
Why do you do this to me? Behave, okay? Behave. Chill out.
Okay. Concise and simple. Which channels? Which channels will be streaming the Twitch drops?
Well, the Twitch drops are on Twitch.
Correct.
And they're available for any channel that is in the Dead by Daylight category and has drops enabled on the caster side.
So it's not like a specific subset of streamers, anyone who streams in the DBD category. Will the Iron Maiden t-shirts be restocked in the DBD shop?
Yes, they will.
Those have gone super well, which again, as a Maiden fan, makes me super happy. Thanks, everyone. Will Twitch drops for Nintendo Switch be available as a code again?
Yes, they will be available through promo codes, just like we did last time. The first one is dropping later today, and then the other two following throughout the week.
Okay, and I will say it again, because daylight savings just happened here in North America, which some parts of the world don't have yet, because this is how you run a planet, I guess. So time zones are a little messed up right now. So to be clear, right now, it is 11:53 a.m. In 7 minutes at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 minutes, that's when the chapter goes live. So if you're wondering, that's as clear as I can make it. But yeah, just hang in there. 7 more minutes and you can start playing.
7 more minutes.
And to that point, let's get the show rolling. What do you think?
So next we're going to go ahead and look at what we've got with the brand new annual event premiering later on this month in Dead by Daylight with Justin, our senior product manager, who's going to talk us through how we've got this amazing Blood Moon event, how we put it in here, and you're in for a very bloody time. Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to the couch. I'm once again Community Manager Dork, and I'm super excited to be welcoming to the stream Justin Banks, our Senior Product Manager. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream.
Hey, thanks. I'm glad to be here. Hey, everybody out there watching the stream. And I'm just happy to be here talking more events in DBD.
Yes, and speaking about events, we've got a new blood-themed event, the Blood Moon event. And we've got the Blood Rush, Blood Hunt, and Blood Feast, which are some smaller blood-themed events. But this is supposed to be our biggest blood-themed event. So can you walk us through that a little bit?
Absolutely. So just like you said, this is supposed to be on a very different level than all of those others. But we're taking the core idea of those, which is earning massive amounts of blood points, and amplifying it even further. So if you like blood points, you're going to like this event. When the team started brainstorming on this a while back, we were trying to figure out what the theme of our new event should be. And we realized we never actually had a big one that was just about blood. We're a horror game. We've had the Blood Rush, we've had Blood Hunts, yes, but nothing to really get blood all in the matches, to soak the trials in blood. So we decided it was about time, which brings us to our Blood Moon event that we're talking about today.
All right. And with this new event that's kind of coming in, what is it about the Blood Moon event that really sets it apart from the others?
So like I said, not just the multiplier. This is a full event. So we've got a visual overhaul, unique gameplay, a community element, an event tome, so there's tons of challenges to play, plus some very awesome rewards that I can't wait for players to see later. at its core, we really just wanted to create a event where every spring, the blood moon is rising in the entity's realm, and it basically rains blood points on our players. We want this to hands down be the best moment for earning blood points of the year, every year.
All right. Well, that honestly sounds awesome, but I think we need to know a bit more about how it works.
Sure. So, in matches during the blood moon event, players are going to find droplets that they can accumulate and then spend to create blood basins. Once a blood basin is created, a blood zone is then going to spawn for quite a large radius, and both roles are going to be able to interact with this in some way. And now I must state that there's a period of protection. So after a blood zone is created, the opposing role will be able to destroy it once that protection period is gone. But while the blood zone is there, killers are going to get an increased attack lunge distance, so they're going to be able to attack even a little bit further. But that comes at the cost of having an extended cooldown where you got to really wipe all that extra blood off your blade. You got to keep it clean in the Blood Moon event. For survivors, they're going to have their grunts of pain reduced, and their pools of blood are going to actually disappear even faster while in the blood zone. Now, if a survivor is crouched, that's going to be even more. The grunts of pain are going to be reduced further, and the pools of blood will disappear even faster.
Nice.
Like I said, the blood zone areas are going to be really huge. So as you progress through a match, you're going to be running into them fairly often as more and more keep on getting generated. What's really cool, though, is for the person who creates the blood zone, they're going to get these benefits map-wide so long as the blood zone is protected, which is going to be fantastic. And no matter who you are, survivor or killer, everyone is going to get extra blood points for actions taken within a blood zone. Then, if a player has used the Bloodshot Eye offering, those blood points are boosted even further. It's all about blood points.
I'm really looking forward to getting into a trial with this. I'm just so stoked right now. So just kind of tapping into that, because you were saying that collecting blood points is going to be a really big part of this event. What does that look like for players?
So, like recent events, Blood Moon has its own event tome with 2 levels of challenges. But what really sets it apart from all those other ones is what we call our Blood Seekers Community Challenge objective. And that's going to create a community-driven blood point multiplier that is being continuously increased as players perform Blood Moon-related actions, which is creating blood zones. So the higher the progression, the bigger the blood point bonus is for everybody. And we're going to be maxing this out at a pretty high multiplier. So the faster the community hits that threshold, the more everyone gets out of the event.
Okay, well, I love me some community goals. I'm really looking forward to this one. But correct me if I'm wrong, we are also adding a new special item just for survivors, right?
Yeah, every event that we do, we try to see what new items we can add that are meaningful for the event. So this time around, we've created what we call the Blood Sense map. So when a survivor is using this, it will show you whoever is bleeding across the entire map. You'll see the aura of all the injured survivors, but it requires a sacrifice. When using the Blood Sense map, you also create pools of blood around you. So it's a nice little bit of risk-reward involved.
All right. And you were talking about kind of rewards. I did see some of the outfits that are kind of coming in, and they honestly look like they've already got their style really nailed down for this event.
Yeah, honestly, the art team has crushed it this time. This collection is amazing. The main attraction is all these event rewards, and we're extremely happy with the ones that we're actually having as outfits that you can earn from the event. So that's going to be outfits for Elodie and the Oni. They're fantastic, and Alicia will be along in the next segment to show these off and some more from the Blood Moon collection, because it's such a good collection. We couldn't let it go to waste.
All right, I like, especially for the Oni one, I'm really looking forward to running away from him. But Justin, this has all been amazing, but is there anything else that you can leave us with?
For sure. So the moment players log into the Blood Moon event, they're going to notice that this lobby is jaw-dropping. I think any dev that has booted it up during playtest has had extremely positive comments about it. As soon as they get in, the red Blood Moon and all its details give it a very otherworldly vibe. It really takes players out of the forest that they're used to seeing and makes it feel like you're on another planet of blood. Then the trials themselves also have a lot of event elements to them, like themed hooks, generators, and more that have been touched by the effects of the Blood Moon. Now, this is our first instance of the Blood Moon event, and we are excited on using it as building blocks for the future. So we do want to eventually get it to the same level as Bone Chill, Haunted by Daylight, and Twisted Masquerade. So if you think this is cool, until next year. And just to cap off all of the cool stuff, I wanted to add a quick note on accessibility. So we know red can be challenging for our colorblind players. So we've taken some time to really ensure that the colorblind mode provides additional contrast to all of our new effects in this event, so everyone can have the same chance to fully enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Justin, and walking us through the Blood Moon event. And if you are excited to get into the trial for this, please be sure to log into the game on March 18th when this goes live. It's going to be from March 18th to March 31st, so mark your calendars and blood, of course. And make sure to pop in to get all those blood points. But since we've been talking about the Blood Moon event, I think it's only fair to say that we should take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to the couch after watching that amazing Blood Moon trailer. I am so stoked to get into the trial. Like, it's insane. I want to rewatch it right now, but we don't have the time. We've got to talk about cosmetics. So we're going to be talking about the All Things Wicked collection that's coming into the game, as well as the Slipknot collection and the Blood Moon event collection. And to talk us through that, we're going to be sitting down with the Associate Art Director, amazing Leisha. Welcome onto the stream.
Thank you for having me.
So, Leisha, like I said, we're going to just go ahead and start talking about the cosmetics. So can you introduce everyone to the Blood Moon event?
I would love to. This was such a fun collection, and it really revolved around the question, can we turn blood into clothing? We wanted these outfits to showcase who these characters would be if they're absolutely blood obsessed. We have Michaela reimagined and transformed into a blood witch with her blood magic outfit. And the Skull Merchant still retains her dangerous elegance that she's known for, but her Scarlet Vengeance collection makes it clear that her bloodlust has turned into a full-on blood obsession. And the Gambler's Rush outfit is still ace. He's himself with his deck of cards, and he's got his funky hairstyle, but he's got more likely than ever to bet big on red. And finally, we have the Doctor's Blood Shock outfit, which has made him reliant on these vials of blood all attached all over his body to power himself. And those are the outfits in the store collection, but we have 2 free outfits that you can earn through the event tome for Elodie and the Oni, which we've also put a ton of love into. For Elodie, we came up with a bit of a seafaring theme because she's from an island nation. And for the Oni, we already know that he's blood obsessed. So we took everything about that element of him and just cranked it to 11 with blood incantations all over his chest and his back.
I'm honestly so excited to be running away from the Oni with that cosmetic. It's insane. But just so we can kind of shift our focus over to the All Things Wicked chapter, can you tell us about that collection coming into the game?
Sure. Let's start with Sable. For her, we're introducing 2 collections. First, we have the Sable Essentials collection, featuring 2 rare outfits, the Poisoned Angel and the Drowned Angel. And then we have the Inner Monster collection, featuring the Leather Helion and the Leather Firebrand outfits, both very rare.
All right. I mean, just from the names alone, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, Sable herself is also just an essential for me. But can you tell us a bit more about the inspirations for these designs?
We really love Sable's vibe in general, and we wanted to showcase her connection that she has with Michaela. This is another really strong, interesting female character that we hope that our players will love. And of course, she's our first unofficial goth character, which is so much fun. These 2 collections are 2 very different plays on that style, and Sable makes it specifically her own. Just because she's a little goth, it doesn't mean that she needs to be terrifying. Sable might be a little rough around the edges, but honestly, she's so very kind and so selfless. She went into the fog on her own accord to try and save her friend Michaela, after all. So we wanted these collections to show both of those sides. Kind of spiky on the outside, but soft on the inside.
Honestly, Sable is friendship goals because I want someone to go into the fog for me.
Right.
You hope you have those friends, right? But now, so let's go ahead and shift over to the unknown. So, a killer we know next to nothing about. How did you guys manage to make the outfits even creepier? And I honestly don't even see how y'all did that.
I didn't think it was possible, but I think we nailed it. For starters, we treated the unknown like it could be any citizen of Greenville. So while the character's basic form may appear as male, we didn't limit ourselves to age or gender when it came to thinking about their cosmetics. We wanted to play with that sort of analog horror theme of finding horror in familiar things. So we turned it into a high school cheerleader with the Greenville Pep and Greenville Cheer outfits, both rare, for the Unknown Aberrations collection. Then we also turned it into a grandmother with the very rare eyeless woman outfit for the Shop Till You Drop collection. And it's interesting just to see how much this killer can transform. And I think we managed to go in 2 pretty unsettling directions with this collection.
Yeah, I think unsettling is pretty much of an understatement here when we're talking about the unknown here. But since we've been kind of talking about those 2 amazing collections, now let's go ahead and talk about Slipknot coming into Dead by Daylight officially. We had kind of talked about this during our last anniversary stream, but can you tell us a bit more and give us a little bit of a preview?
For sure. This collection features 8 outfits and 7 masks. So, 7 masks and 1 full outfit featuring the subliminal menace for the Legion, turning him to Slipknot's DJ, Sid Wilson. We really wanted to make him feel like a part of Dead by Daylight, so we went all in on the flowing robes and making sure that we nailed that twisted, scary mask that he wears.
All right, so what about the band members? You said that we created some masks for them.
Absolutely. So we wanted to do a proper homage to all the core members of Slipknot. And we tried to make sure that they turned out as creepy in-game as they are on stage. And of course, we stayed faithful to their designs, but with a few small alterations to suit the killers that we were matching them to. So we have the metallic grill for the Wraith, based on guitarist Mick Thompson. The dominant eye for the Deathslinger, based on guitarist Jim Root. The grim circus for the clown, based on custom percussionist Sean Crown. And engraved flesh for the hillbilly, based on bassist V-Man. Ashen Quake for the trapper, based on lead vocalist Corey Taylor. And the zipper mouthpiece for the doctor, based on Slipknot's unknown keyboardist. And finally, the molded visage for the blight, based on percussionist Michael Pfaff. And we really hope you guys enjoy what we've done.
Well, thank you so much, Leisha, for walking us through all of those collections. I'm honestly so excited to get my hands on like everything. Honestly, like, can I get the money behavior? What we're looking, while we've done the amazing look at that today, thank you so much for talking with us. Now we're going to be shifting to kind of talking about the upcoming design updates coming to Dead by Daylight. But before we do that, make sure that if you saw any of these amazing pieces that you wanted to get for the Blood Moon collection, that you're going to have to get it during the event, as this is time limited. So make sure you get your hands on it before they disappear. Or I'll be the only person out here looking really nice in blood stuff. So we'll see you in the next segment where I'm sitting on the couch with Eric to talk about future design.
All right, we are back as you predicted, and we are going to wrap things up. We got a couple questions. First, I want to say thanks to Justin and Leisha. Those were awesome segments. We always love having them on the show. Those cosmetics are looking so good.
They are
It's
really
so
good.
cool. But we do have a couple questions we want to address before doing the design updates. So first one, can the Weaving Spiders perk stack with brand new part, like the toolbox add-on?
Yes, it can.
All right, easy peasy. And how do the blood points for the Blood Moon event compare to the blood points we can earn during the anniversary?
So the anniversary requires offerings to get bonus blood points, which can be used year-round if you keep them. I know I'm a hoarder as well. Whereas Blood Moon will inherently boost blood points through Blood Zone actions and the Blood Seekers community multiplier.
Fantastic. All right, so we are going to update you now on our upcoming design update roadmap. It's the word update multiple times. Not a lot has changed, which is good, honestly, when you present a roadmap that gets shorter and shorter each time we do an update because it's sticking to the roadmap. But there were a couple things that changed that we're going to talk you through right now.
Yeah, so if you've been following along, you may have noticed that we've made some additions and subtractions this time around. Blood Web improvements are moving forward as part of the All Things Wicked release. And you can check the patch notes for further details. For killer tweaks, the increased speed while holding a hatchet for the Huntress was tested in the PTB, but that has now been reverted for a live release, and we appreciate your feedback on that.
And compared to the update we showed in our last stream in January, we're moving a few items of focus just for the time being for the April to June window. This is really due to programmer bandwidth, as the team has been working a lot more in the recent weeks on more modifiers coming to the game, as well as some other surprises I definitely can't talk about yet.
Yes. So as for what's coming up, we've got the Dead by Daylight next tome coming in April, followed by our next stream, which is going to be the 8th anniversary stream. Very excited. So keep following Dead by Daylight socials for dates and details about the streams and what's to come.
Yes, and thank you once more for joining us. This is a ton of fun for all of us. I'm so glad that you spent the time with us here today. And it's past 12, so the chapter is available now. So go enjoy All Things Wicked. Enjoy the Blood Moon event in a couple weeks. Our new cosmetics as well and more. Head over to deadbydaylight.com for more details on any of that stuff. And see you next time, I think, yeah?
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the fog. Take care out there.
Bye.